Hi, I'm Jake.
Hello, I'm Marlin.
And today we're going to be reacting to one of our favorite shows to react to here on this channel, the Blockbuster Buster. And for those who don't know, Eric Rodriguez, aka ERod, is about to release the 300th episode of the Blockbuster Buster, and I thought to celebrate, I would do some reaction videos to the 100th and 200th episodes, and today, me and Guy are going to be reacting to ERod versus episode 1, where he takes a look at one of the most hated films amongst fanboys, The Phantom Menace. And just so you understand a little what we're going to do today, he released his 100th episode in 3 shorter videos, parts 1, 2, and 3. Just it worked out that way in segments, and also this review was a bit different than what he usually did. He usually has small storyline segments in every other review, usually taking up just the beginning and ends of the episodes. This review was about 2/3 storyline, and for this special, it worked. After each segment, we will pause, give our thoughts on the review so far, and then continue. Just so you know what we're going to do, and I think I've explained enough. Shall we jump into it?
Yes, jump we shall.
Kick-ass scope. The Grindhouse intro. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. 1999 in Tallahassee.
That was episode 1? Oh god, George Lucas raped my childhood. I wish there was a public forum where I could blast that horrendous excuse for a prequel. Who the hell are you?
I am the Guardian Lorelei, patron saint of fandom.
No shit. Who designed your costume, Quentin Tarantino?
I see that I'm in the right place, ERod. You have been chosen to be the Blockbuster Buster.
What?
The buster of bad movies, the slayer of silly cinema, the destroyer of DVDs. You have been chosen to voice the rage of fanboys everywhere.
Whoa, hold on there, Shoeless. I think you got the wrong person. I'm just a regular guy.
Were you not the one that tricked Death into giving you his skull ring? Only the most swift and cunning may wear that ring. There is no doubt about it. You are the one.
Like Neo.
Yes.
Like Buffy.
Exactly, and
Like Ash Williams.
enough!
Sorry.
From this day forward, you will stand against all those who threaten the world of fandom.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that.
You will be, but when your strength falters, you will have this.
Lucille.
A claw hammer?
More than anyone, you should know that looks can be deceiving. Whomever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of the Blockbuster Buster.
Fuck Jar Jar. I wouldn't.
13 years ago, our leader betrayed us all. He abandoned his fanboy roots to make toys, to become the very thing he once stood against. And even after every unwarranted change to his work, every tarnished franchise, every bad movie, there are those who still forgive him and line up for his pointless re-releases like moths to a flame. I am not one of them. All right, this is it. It's time to review episode 1, but how am I going to do this? This movie has been reviewed so many times, it has practically been rendered unreviewable.
To some.
What is there left to say or complain about? Hell, legend has it that the first angry review to ever be posted on the internet was on episode 1. But nevertheless, when this movie came out, it was like 1,000 voices cried out in terror. And I will not let them be silenced! It's missing. But my movies never go missing, even when I want them to. Maybe I can do this review from memory. After all, this fantastically flawed film is permanently tattooed to my brain. Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I'm ERod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. Let's see, what's fucked about this movie? Oh yeah. If I could summarize everything that starts going wrong with this film into 3 words, it would have to be Jar Jar Binks. Fuck you, Jar Jar, you ridiculous, rambunctious, retarded rabbit. You are the STD of the Star Wars universe, a pulsating pustule on the scrotum of the Force. I would rather make out with Jabba the Hutt than listen to your stupid voice. I would rather jump naked into a Sarlacc pit than sit through any of your worthless scenes. The Star Wars Holiday Special represents Star Wars better than you.
Whoa,
Fredo,
hold on there,
Admiral
bub.
Akbar, and the whole fucking Ewok tribe are cooler than you. I hope you die, Jar Jar. I hope you die after 20 years of being Salacious Crumb's bitch, launched out of a cannon to deep space with a lightsaber in your ass. I hate that guy. Misa, think I you so woo. This isn't working. My VHS copy is gone too. There is something screwy going on here. Hey, Nerdlinger, do you know where... Oh, he's missing. Hey, Lover, do you know where...
Ooh.
He's missing too. And if they're both missing, that means Fedora Freddy's probably gone too. I got a bad feeling about this. There is a slight spatial and time distortion in my apartment. And these are not my chronotons, which means somebody's been porting in and out of here at will, and it ain't me. Hammer of power, show me sight beyond sight. The hooded man. All right, that's it. I'm sick of all the cloak and dagger. You've done some horrible shit to me before, but you're not getting in the way of me busting the first. It's time for a kick-ass suiting up montage.
Oh yeah. Firefly. Always looks cool in slow-mo.
Master, he's on his way. Excellent. Now give it to me. Using the wipes. Doctor Who. Alright, I gotta come in like Charles Bronson. Don't stop until the screaming starts. Darth Lucas!
Yeah.
I should have known you were behind this.
Now, Mr. Rodriguez, you know a director is only as good as his crew.
At last we will have our revenge. I did expect you deliriously demented doppelganger. Fine. Team up all you want, but your combined forces are still no match for Lucy.
That's right. Neither of us is worthy of taking that hammer out of your hand. If only we brought someone along who is. That's right. I did.
Nemesis.
Hello, P.P.S.
Fine, take my hammer, but everybody knows that none of you can take me on a hand-to-hand combat.
Actually, we thought about that one too, Shorty.
Oh yeah. So that's volume 1 of ERod versus episode 1. What do you think so far?
He's doing a whole lot of different stuff. He's I don't think I watched much of his earlier work or anything like this, but you said that some of these are recurring characters, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not that fond of some of the earlier reviews. Just they go by way too fast. But yeah, a lot of these characters are characters who have occurred over the early years. The doppelganger of ERod is an evil version of him, who he calls Evil E.
Evil E. So he got his twin brother to play the part, right?
It's like a parody of Emo Peter from Spider-Man 3. Just a slick evil grin with the slicked hair. The guy with the eye patch. That guy is, I'm bad at remembering names, so I made a few notes. That guy is Paul Sitachet. Sorry if I mispronounced that.
Sorry, Paul.
He's Eric Rodriguez's. I think they're best friends in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul is a actual professional filmmaker.
Okay.
He's made a movie or two. He occasionally appears or works with him every now and then. In fact, he directed all the episodes of last year when they tried that going into the movie thing.
Ah,
And the idea is this character is named Dr. Nemesis, formerly known as Panda Bear. He's supposed to be ERod in the show's former best friend. They used to be very close.
okay.
And
But not so much now.
not so much.
Okay.
And the evil-looking chick who gets the upper hand on ERod.
Mm-hmm.
The character's name is Denaphyli. She's supposed to be an evil demon who, earlier the year of this review, kidnapped the Nerdlinger supporting character and forced ERod to review Scooby-Doo and a few other bad ones. I can't remember them all at the moment. And she took the physical appearance of a girl who scorned him many years ago. And the Darth Lucas is obviously meant to be George Lucas. And he's played by Joshua Bradt. B-R-A-D-T. And Eric mentioned in a vlog a few months ago, I think, that Joshua was actually his boss at one point. And he apparently just asked him if he wanted to be in the 100th, and he was like, sure, and was really enthusiastic about it.
Okay, so there we go. He seems to be having a lot of fun with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question. Has the hammer, his hammer of power, or whatever he calls it, has it always had the turquoise neck?
Yes.
Always. Okay, by choice. One thing I thought was fun is that he used the thing and holds it up close to his eyes and treats it as though it is something magic and something powerful. And
Well, it is in the show.
as I say, he's getting into it. It's a lot of fun.
It's the enthusiasm that brings some of the ridiculous ideas to life.
Yes.
And character at the beginning, Lorelei, that's her name. She's credited as the Guardian Lorelei. She is the one who bestowed, as you saw, the Blockbuster Buster title to him. She's played by Denise Mendez Smith. I don't know who she is, what ERod's relationship with her is in real life, but she plays this character, and for someone who doesn't have to talk, she did a lot of good facial acting.
Oh yeah, she worked it very well. She just didn't sit there stone-faced. She made it work.
Very expressive.
Yeah.
And the bicycle joke was really good.
That was funny. He's, all, he's ready to roar, and he's just struggling with the bike, going in slow motion.
That can be me at the end of my bike rides. And last thing I'll say is, his rant against Jar Jar Binks, well, not the most original, was pretty funny and full of energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy, which ended up with some very terse speaking, but I'm not sure that it's even worse than the holiday special.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, the Ewoks are cooler than Jar Jar, but the holiday special is better. And
Get carried away.
if anyone's interested, very quickly, my personal thoughts on Jar Jar Binks. I don't hate him, but I don't love him either. That character just, he wasn't unbearable, but he wasn't funny either. He just was there. That's how I felt about him.
Superfluous. Wasn't necessary. Didn't lend anything to the story.
Absolutely. Could have cut him out completely.
Yes.
Well, I think we've talked about Volume 1 enough. Let's get into Volume 2. 2007.
History.
See, I told you were worthy. What's wrong?
Can't do this.
Panda Bear, I can't do this without you. This is a big responsibility. I can't handle it alone.
The funding came through. I'm going to be directing my first feature this year.
That's awesome. I can help you with your movie this year, and then next year we can be the Blockbuster Busters together.
Sorry, buddy. Doesn't work that way. Can't play for both teams. You know that. Don't worry, buddy. You'll find a way to get this done. You always do. Hey, I just got invited to a free screening. You want to come with?
Nah, suddenly for the first time in my life I don't feel like watching a movie. Hey, what are you watching anyway?
A new Transformers movie.
Done.
Should be good.
Yeah. Good luck.
Semi-autobiographical.
Yep, I'm gonna need it.
Stupid ass pod race.
That's right. Neither of us is worthy of taking that hammer out of your hand. If only we brought someone along who is. That's right. I did.
Nemesis!
Hello, P.P.S.
Fine, take my hammer. But everybody knows that none of you can take me on a hand-to-hand combat.
Actually, we thought about that one too, Shorty.
Get up.
There was no part of that I didn't enjoy. You were right. That worked like a charm.
So, what do you douchebags intend to do with me?
Get the carbonite freezing chamber ready.
Whatever you say, Patchy.
So, what are you gonna do with my carbonite slab? Sell it to a notorious gangster?
Nah, we're going to sell on eBay. I'm sure there are a couple of trolls just hoping to get their hands on you.
You know, I knew that I really didn't kill you. I knew that you took off right after your clones appeared, and that what I hit with my hammer was actually just one of your clones. I just played along in hopes that you'd come to your senses.
Think they'd want to take that.
Figures. What is this place? Ewoks the animated series. Oh, I guess there's nothing left to to do but wait for my impending doom. I guess I could review the movie some more. Let me think. What else pissed me off about this movie other than... Me ganga, muy sad. Aw, yeah. The fucking pod race. Stupid-ass, ridiculous waste of time. Why would an all-powerful Jedi resort to gambling to solve an intergalactic crisis? This doesn't make any fucking sense. Would a cop hit the dog track to make enough money to refuel his squad car so he could rejoin a car chase?
These days,
no,
you never know.
A million times no. I've actually heard people exclaim out loud that this scene was cool and fun and reminiscent of chariot racing. I'm sorry. It's a little hard for me to enjoy an intergalactic chariot race when there's a fucking war going on Naboo. Why did the war suddenly take a backseat to this meaningless special effects fest? None of the original movies took a big sidestep from the story to show you worthless shit. Well, not until Lucas decided to fuck with them some more. Fuck this pod race. Fuck it a million times. I would rather watch someone feed a kitten to a wood chipper than watch a stupid-ass sequence again. And at least I would be emotionally invested in that. Well, that didn't work.
All right. Let's bring to order the first meeting of NADS.
Nads?
Yes. The nefarious alliance of devious scoundrels.
I like it.
So what happens after we put ERod in the carbonite?
Simple. We go after all the angry reviewers, we freeze them all, then we show the world what happens when you mess with the Jedi Master.
I have no sidekicks, no allies. What am I gonna do? Wait, I can't give up. Mr. T would never give up, or Roddy Piper, or Bruce motherfucking Campbell. No, they would kick ass and chew bubblegum. All I need is a lucky break, the one thing that
Till
didn't
they were
factor
out.
into Darth Lucas's calculations. I just wish that lucky break would hurry up and get here.
Yeah!
She-Ra, motherfucker! Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Oh. Well, if you're going to be a dick about it, I'm just
You're
going to love
both
the story and
short.
not rescue you.
No, I'm very grateful that you're here, but how did you get past Darth Lucas and the others?
Oh, you're going to love this.
Darth Lucas doesn't get to defeat you. I get to defeat you.
Well, that's charming. Isn't your new boss gonna notice that you're missing?
I have a clone standing in for me.
Clever.
Let's get something straight. Once this is over, all bets are off.
You can hate me all you want. I'm still not giving up on you. Let it go. What's happening? I think I'm about to get my best friend back. Death to all DVDs.
Maximum cartridge count.
We are awesome.
Blockbuster Bastards.
The meanest.
The baddest.
I'm ERod.
I'm Vanderbeer. We're the Blockbuster Busters.
Hey, if you Nancy's are done playing patty cake, let's go bust some bad guys.
You got nothing to do?
Is this the
Just eat.
is this the beginning of the third one?
No. So that was volume 2. What'd you think?
He loves the characters. He's really trying to tell a story here, and at the same time, punch up the episode 1 pretty badly. So I think he's enjoying both of those things.
I like the obvious rapport and loving friendship between him and Paul. You know, like when he becomes good again. It was cool when I appeared in.
Let it go.
Oh God, yeah, Frozen really was that popular before it came out. I couldn't resist. I will say this about Paul. He's a lot of fun, him and ERod together.
Yeah.
But I think it's clear, outside of these appearances, at Eric's request, I don't think he does that much acting.
They do fine, and yeah, at this point, Eric's certainly more comfortable in front of the camera. Yes.
I thought Lexa Lauren Payne, I think I forgot to mention her last time, who plays Denapoli. She's got a good evil spunk to her as that character.
Right.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Harley Quinn, especially with the way she's dressed.
And she's having fun playing a badass lady. Yes.
Yeah, she's funny, kicks ass, and almost has kind of a dominatrix quality to her, almost.
Well, I didn't pick up on that particularly, but we'll take your word for it.
When Marcia showed up, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
ERod! That part where he's like, aren't you a little short? I'm like, you're both the same height.
Right. But yeah, giving him a poke.
And the guy that plays Darth Lucas, I think he does a good job as this villain character.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe, I don't know, would have been funnier if he tried to imitate the actual George Lucas's voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of soft, gravelly, that kind of thing.
I'm okay. He's just kind of a limp rag with a Darth Vader helmet on, and I think that's the way they wanted to portray him. Clearly, we have some amateurs putting together a pretty good presentation, though.
Mm-hmm. And the fight between ERod, Denapoli, and Nemesis, that was well choreographed, considering it's just three people dicking around in a hallway.
Yeah, you went very well, especially the part where Denapoli gets pushed across the aisle. That was well done.
And a lot of good camera work and jump cutting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they only had one camera to shoot all that.
Yeah, probably.
The part where he talks about the pod race.
Again, superfluous.
I personally, that's one I personally don't entirely agree with, but agree to disagree. Just when I remember watching that when I was a little kid, and I did think it was fun.
Well,
But I get the point. It's a big detour in the middle of the story.
yes, and it's like, okay, put the war on hold. We're going to have the pod race. On the other hand, I think Lucas, the actual Lucas, George Lucas, was showing off the CGI stuff, and then it was pretty effective. And I, just from that I can remember.
It was reasonably well done, well, as far as how it looked.
Yes, so he was showing that off again to the storyline. Didn't add much, or maybe even less than not much.
So I think that's generally all of our thoughts on Volume 2. Let's get into Volume 3, the final part of the 100th episode special. 2010, Los Angeles, which I believe is where ERod lived at the time,
Oh, really? Okay.
I think.
The first step is always the most difficult.
Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I'm ERod, and I'm the Blockbuster Buster.
Check out our reaction to that reveal. Well, here it is. Jake Lloyd ruined my life. Oh boy.
Death to all DVDs.
Maximum cartridge count.
We are awesome.
Blockbuster Bastards.
The meanest.
The bad.
I'm ERod.
I'm Bear. We're the Blockbuster Busters.
Patty cake? Let's go bust some bad guys.
So I'm thinking of giving Mark Hamill a voiceover role in the new Clone Wars cartoon.
Hey, you should have him play a character that's not Luke Skywalker.
And he should be something cute and tiny that could be made into a toy.
It's already done. How about you, Dr. Nemesis? Any thoughts? Nah. Wait. I sense a tremor in the force.
What do you mean?
Okay, that's pretty good.
A clone. I sense something. A presence I haven't felt since.
I guess they got the hand signals down.
When we're done here, you guys want to go get some shawarma?
Fuck yeah!
Shawarma.
Can I come too?
You guys go ahead. I got this. ERod, are you gonna be okay?
Come on. Everybody likes a little girl on girl.
Alright, all serious now.
I love you.
Aww.
Come on!
Fuck her up.
By the way, nice jacket.
Thank you. Still gonna cut you into 8 slices of bitcheroni.
Okay, this is my part.
But Darth Lucas,
Your opponent. You're dead.
what a shame. I was hoping you'd be my BFF.
No. But I'll be your BMF.
Bad motherfucker.
Don't you just love the female banter portion of the fight?
Not really. So let's get to the part where I murder you until I kill you. To death.
The thing that got him kicked off of Twitter.
At last,
The circle is complete.
today I'm going to remind you why I'm the Jedi Master.
Only a master of evil, Darth.
You're the master because you got Spielberg to direct your
At least
best
I'm a
work.
master. What are you?
Me? I'm a big damn hero.
Not bad.
Not good, but not bad.
It reminds me of.
Why don't you just help us defeat your minuscule counterpart? Then you can be the Blockbuster Buster.
That sounds good.
Well, pass. What the hell is this? You! Oh yeah, I'm bad.
I guess friendship kills.
I see your Jedi powers are just as good as mine.
We'll see about that.
You know you can't take me in a fair fight.
Who says I'm playing fair? Contu Verona Nicto!
No!
No! You vanished my best friend, you son of a bitch! What are you gonna do about it, ERod? Are you gonna banish me too? Oh no. I'm done with you. I'll premiere premiere day, on opening night. No bad movie shall escape my sight. Let those who worship Michael Bay beware my power. Wait, ERod. Don't ERod's plight.
It's over, Mr. Rodriguez. Your allies are gone. You're outmatched. Your will over the Force is weakening.
Use the Force, ERod. Use the Force.
That voice.
To doubt your power is to give power to your doubt.
Lottie Lamb?
What? No.
Little Miss Gamer! You're my hero!
Yeah, I know. Now, listen, E. You can't let Darth Lucas win.
My friends are gone and he's just too powerful.
Yeah, but that's never stopped you before. Listen, you may not be the most knowledgeable reviewer in the world, and you might not be the most amazing fanboy in the world, but there is one thing that you are above all else, and that is the guy who never gives up.
Thanks, E.
You're welcome, E. Now go get him.
Who were you talking to, Mr. Rodriguez? You know, in 2020, I'm going to re-release episode 1 in 4D.
Oh.
Everyone will go to see it. And no matter what you do, I still win. You know, if you're hearing things, it might just be the sound of inevitability. Mr. Rodriguez.
My name is ERod.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
For the crimes of betraying your fan base, for altering beloved films, and for creating one of the most annoying douchebag characters known to man, by the powers invested in me by the Legion of Bad Attitude, I declare you busted.
If you strike me down, I'll come back more powerful than ever before.
Patton Oswalt sends his regards. Huh.
Hey, look what I found. Panda bear? It's time.
Fuck yeah. Just like the old intro. Booyah.
Busted.
You're gonna love this scene.
This movie's a fantastically flawed phantom of fuck farts. Aside from the annoyance of Jar Jar and the worthlessness of the pod race, if I had to pick one more thing about this movie that I despise, is Jake Lloyd. You insipid little twerp, you ruined my life. How dare you take the name of the Dark Lord of the Sith in vain? You are not worthy of ironing his cape, let alone playing his child counterpart. But as much as I dislike you, Jake, I don't blame you for this. I blame the bastard and or bastards who told you that you could act. I hope that one day they are all loaded into a cannon and also shot into the sun. And that's all I have to say about that. So rude!
Takes a lot to burn a VHS tape.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do next.
Oh, there will be plenty for you to do. As a great philosopher once said, one busted, thousands more to go.
A great philosopher said that? I thought I made it up!
And I think the original episode had the Star Wars theme playing here, but the person who re-uploaded took it out for content ID reasons.
Ah, I get that, sure.
Still, it's a pretty well done closing credits. And yeah, that was volume 3. I liked both. I liked all 3 parts pretty well.
Yeah, they kept having fun with the ERod or the Blockbuster Buster storyline. They kept on script with that. The content was good. The context was good.
Yeah, it was very well paced, I believe. I thought the death of Panda Bear was a little sudden, but I thought he used his friend Paul very well. It worked well together. And like always, there's a dedication here at the end. Let's see. Oh. Special thanks to Denise, Josh, Paul, Lexa Z, and my lovely Marcia for giving so generously of their time and their talent. And I dedicate this silly video to the Legion of Badassitude, the real source of my power. Even though I wasn't a member at the time, you're welcome, man. And there's actually a little after credits scene here.
Really? Okay.
Wait.
Wait
Well,
for.
I gotta go. Lots of Force Ghost stuff to do. You know, making ominous appearances at Ewok parties and, dispensing convenient plot points. Well, bye!
Ewok parties, good.
Do you want to know who that ghost character is?
Who is that character?
That's Lindsay Z. Briggs. She was, I think, a game reviewer. And she was one of the very, very first original members of That Guy with the Glasses, aka Channel Awesome, in its early years, like at the very start in 2008.
Huh, alright.
And Eric has said many times that she was his favorite reviewer and one of his biggest inspirations.
Okay.
I don't think she does videos anymore. I think she retired maybe either right before or just around the time of this big special.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, I've never seen one of her videos. I didn't discover the former reviewers now of That Guy with the Glasses until about 2014. And she stopped doing videos way before that, so yeah. But I've seen her brief appearances in the first and second anniversary specials they did. And she seemed cool.
Yeah, she seemed like what she's doing, and she pulled off what she was doing very well.
And it was a pretty awesome appearance she did here, and really cool how she's the one who got ERod to defeat Lucas.
Give him the information, yes.
I thought it was a good final battle, despite the abrupt ending of 1 or 2 characters. And that was a cool final.
I think it's hard to have a good death scene.
I thought the death of the Lucas villain was pretty good. How he made him disappear and said, "For betraying your fan base." Sorry if I got the quote wrong, but yeah, and I thought the guy, while I think the voice is too low and deep, I thought he did a good job in his final delivery during their big fight.
Yes, he had some multiple line dialogue he had to pull off.
Although I think we're a bit mixed on the lightsaber dueling. I thought, considering they pretty much had toys and just that warehouse space, which was a pretty good space to film in, I thought they did reasonably good jobs doing the lightsaber fighting.
Well, you could tell that they worked at it to get angle shots back and forth through the rafters where you can only see the lightsabers going. I mean, they
Below, yeah.
I mean, yes. They did the work with it, and they made the effort. And it was much better than if you and I would try it.
Well, maybe I'd do well, but I don't know about you, old man. Hey, it's better to work at it than just to go in unprepared.
Oh yeah, they worked at it, they had fun at it, and I think there were a lot of people that like ERod and were happy to be in this production with him.
As always, it's fun to see She-Rod kick ass.
Oh yeah, yeah. She stepped in, pulls it off. She pulls off a nice presence in her role in her scenes. Yes.
And I love seeing them say "I love you" to each other. It's just cute. And as for what I thought of his final review segment, where he talked about Jake Lloyd, I think that's my least favorite of the 3 review segments. You want to know why?
Tell me, yes. I'm kind of waiting for you to say.
I just, I can understand if you thought he was bad, and I'm not against saying a child's acting sucked. But I feel like the amount of hate that Jake Lloyd has gotten over the years has just been really unpleasant and to some level undeserved.
Yeah.
I mean,
ERod said, you know, I don't blame you. I just blame the people who told you could act. That's still a pretty big hammer to put down on a young child actor.
Yeah, I mean, ERod can have his opinions. If you don't like him, you don't like him. Just, I hate it when I hear people say they hate or dislike Jake as a person, or they blame him for stuff like he might have given a bad performance, but there's no reason to attack him as a person outside of the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, and my perspective is that, you know, making a film is good, particularly if you have a franchise that has a fan base. On the other hand, people, it's a movie.
The person I think should get blamed for how they portrayed Anakin, I think, is solely George Lucas, because Jake Lloyd, I personally think he wasn't that bad of a child actor. I mean, he's not going to win an Oscar, but he delivered the lines well. And the way he plays the character, that's how George Lucas wanted the character.
I'm sure he did what he was asked to do.
I'd say, if you think he's bad here, did you see Hayden Christensen as the adult Anakin? Anyway, I'm not shitting on ERod and what he said. I mean, there have been worse things said. Just saying Jake Lloyd ruined your life. I don't know. I just think that's a little bit much.
Yes, I think he was very disappointed in the way the character was portrayed, and Jake as an actor, I can't believe he should carry the same burden as an adult actor for the role.
Now that we're done with that little tangent, the 100th episode of the Blockbuster Buster, according to ERod, because I didn't discover this show until years after this came out, was a little polarizing for some fans. Like, they were just not expecting the majority of the episode to be storyline based as opposed to review based.
I thought they were having fun with it.
Yeah.
And they upfront said, or ERod upfront said, it's been reviewed so often it's almost unreviewable. So they weren't saying anything. He felt they weren't going to be saying anything new or particularly different. At least that's what he telegraphed.
The review parts of this episode are not the greatest review of the Phantom Menace, but they work, with the exception of the last part, reasonably well. And I love this when reviewers do storylines like Linkara, and I think Eric does his storyline segments very well. And it was cool to have a whole thing that was the majority him and his characters going through an adventure together.
Yes, and basically this was a celebration of
reaching the landmark.
Yeah, reaching the landmark, and and why not do it this way? Doing something a little different. Take some time doing it. Release it in 3 segments. Make it an ongoing event for a while. That was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I give this 100th episode just my own little number rating. I would give it a 8 out of 10.
I think you did very well. I don't believe in the numbers. Overall, well done, and there was a lot of fun and a lot of energy put into it.
Agreed, and I hope everybody enjoyed our reaction to the 100th episode special. And brief shout out to Eugenia Joyen, who did the title card artwork. Very talented, and I had to write her name down to remember how to pronounce it. The 300th episode will be coming out sometime this month, and there will be another reaction coming soon for the 200th Blockbuster Buster episode, and that one will be on my other YouTube channel, the channel named after my name. So be on the lookout for that, and hope everybody's had a fun time, and see you later.
Later.